This one? Okay. And we are live. Welcome back to Annie's Vlog Weekly Live. And today we're gonna do this live with Olive, bringing a little bit of chaos in this live because the topic that was chosen between the Instagram poll and the YouTube poll was I'm getting a bird. What should I do? So I thought of showing you real life with a bird because it's part of the answer. So while we're waiting to have people join the live, I just want to add a little reminder for people that are going to re-watch or just watch the first time on the replay. Every Saturday from 10 to 10:30 Pacific time, we go live with or without a bird, and we talk about a special topic that you get to pick. How I do this is I put a poll on my Instagram story, Annie's Flock Instagram, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, you can look the link in the description box of the live stream. And I put a poll up there the Thursday, usually before the live. And I do the same thing on YouTube under the polls tab. So you get to choose. I put usually 3 topics that you can choose from, and I try to change it up a little bit. And so far, we've been doing this for a few weeks now, and I've been changing the topic every single time. Anyway, so let's wrap this up, and let's get into today's topic. Okay, she's going to bite me. See, this is real life. Okay, you want to come? Okay, you want a treat? I'm going to try to get her, because she saw the treats over there, and just trying to keep her content. And I think she was like, okay, I need treats. And I can tell by her body language when she's about to tell me what the heck is going on. What are you doing? Look, there's people watching there. You don't see them, eh? Do you? You don't see yourself? She wants to give me a kiss. So this is going to be a little bit cray-cray. This is going to be a little bit chaotic maybe. And I'm going to go back and forth from the subject to trying to entertain this little girl because, well, this is exactly what a bird is. And if you're thinking of getting a pet bird, you should know what it is like, right? So the topic today is if you want to get a bird, what should you do before getting that bird? So I have some notes here because there's a lot of things you should do before getting a bird, okay? So first thing you should do is doing some research. This is a really, really, really big one, okay? Because there's lots of things that you can research about. I'm going to put my glasses because I have a lot of notes here. Are you okay with my glasses? Or are you scared? Oh, no, this is not a good idea. So she's been on and off about my glasses, and sometimes she's going to bite me on this. Oh, she just pooped on me. See, that's the reality of getting a bird. So let me just, I'm going to still talk, but you will not see me because I'll be cleaning myself. Yeah, this is going to be chaotic, but you know what? Getting a bird or multiple birds, it's chaotic, you guys. Okay, so you need to do some research because you need to know what you're getting yourself into before getting that bird. I heard something. I heard someone saying something the other day, and I thought, this is exactly it. People, sometimes they want a pet bird because they see all these cute Instagram, and TikTok videos of birds. And they're like, oh my gosh, I want a bird. It's just so cute. Okay, let me see. I have some comments here, such as, I wish I could pet it all. What kind of bird was that? So this is a conure, more specifically, a black Cape conure. You want to come see me, Olive? Let's show yourself again. Come on. Come on, you'll get a treat. Come on. Okay, good job, baby. So it's a, black Cape conure. It's really similar to a green cheek conure, but green cheeks, they have all these kinds of like color pattern, different mutations, but the black Cape conure is always the same, always with the black head and the green all over, and they have that little like collar type, and they have a little bit of red under their wings. You can't see it right now, but if they are loud parrots, they can be. So when so what we call the contact call, so when they call their people or their birds or the rest of the flock, they can be very, very loud. It is a really high pitch type of scream, but they're not constantly chatting. So she does have moments when she's actually super silent. Okay. So what you should do before getting a bird, do tons of research in regards to what specifically. Okay, so I have some notes here. What is it the real life with birds? What is it like? We see and part of this is don't necessarily, you can, that's my Indian ringneck. Those birds are loud. She's completely on the opposite of the house, and I'm sure you heard it. So, and doing research on Instagram and TikTok doesn't always, and I know those are really super popular platforms, but they don't always show the reality. It's super short, super quick, and usually what is going viral and what you're gonna get to see is funny videos, cute videos, parrots that are talking, all these kinds of things. Talking about parrots that talk. Not all parrots talk, by the way. Shocker. But not only that, parrots that are known to be talkers, that their ability is really strong, they don't always talk. Some parrots, they will not. So if you're getting a parrot just to have a talking parrot, don't get a parrot, because you're going to get really disappointed most likely. Okay, I have another comment here. Good first bird, but I live in a condo, so need one that's not too loud. Any suggestion? So I mean, conures, I don't live in a condo, but I live in a townhouse. So don't get an Indian ringneck. She's loud. I can hear her from outside if I'm close to my front door, not an Indian ringneck. And then also, I mean, conures are good. Not sun conures, they're super loud. But in the conures category, I would say black Cape conures like Olive. It's not too bad for condos, or green cheek conure. Come on. I mean, obviously, budgies, they do chat all day long, but it's like it's very sweet. Like it's kind of, they don't really scream, if that makes sense, right? And when they do, it's because there's something going on. So you want to look at, okay, so what's going on? Why are they screaming? They scream. Budgies are going to scream when they're not content. There's something happening. Otherwise, they'll just going to kind of chat. Now, the other thing is, I find that in general, again, generally speaking, not all the time, males they're more vocal than females. So if I look, I do have two budgies, one male, one female. The male, he doesn't stop. He chatters all the time. The female, she can be silent at some moments of the day. And then, like Indian ringneck, they're known to be talking all the time. My Indian ringneck, my female, she makes barely any noise unless she's calling me like she just did earlier. Um, okay. So other than that, I mean, for a condo, and then you're looking for a first bird. First bird. Okay, let's talk about this. Beginner birds, first bird. Let's talk about this a little bit. I don't really believe that a bird specifically is better um, as a beginner bird. I don't believe in that because they all have their little quirks, really, and they all have their little thing. Not, I don't want to say. Yeah, okay. So they all have a little like good, I don't want to say good or bad. That's not bad, right? It's just their own behavior. Um, yeah, I'm in Canada too. Hi. So I don't really believe in beginner birds. I think what people should do is, again, it's going back to my first point, is you need to do research to see what type of a bird would work for you. And I mean, we're talking about like the noise level, and that's one of it. What can you do? I mean, if you live in a condo, don't get a cockatoos or what's the other, sun conure. I wouldn't go with that. I wouldn't go with like obviously a macaw or something like that. You want to keep with like a smaller bird. Lovebirds also are super cute and not super loud. They chat and they're a little bit high pitched, but they're not loud. You want to come here? Come on, baby. I heard also pianists that I don't know, I don't own one, but I heard that pianists are not super loud either. So that could be another good one. But yeah, do your research. Look at different type of birds. YouTube is a great place to research, honestly, about all kinds of different birds. And then some people, they have a lot of knowledge about different parrots because they either worked in the rescue or whatever, or they had lots of birds in their lives, and whatever the case may be, they experienced through all these birds, right? Then what else can you research? So noise level, what is real life? So people that are sharing real life with bird. Okay, do you want to come see me? No? Okay. Noise level, diet, research diet. You need to know what you're going to feed your bird before getting your bird. I own dogs and cats in my life, but no, I just can't get it. Oh, yeah. I get that. Yeah. So cats and dogs sometimes. Yeah. So you're allowed birds in your condo then? That's nice because sometimes I've heard that some condos, they will get like, you can get a cat or a dog. They have like a limit in sizes for dogs, but they don't allow birds. I can get into reptiles. Yeah, okay. I can understand that. Yeah, birds are pretty cool. There are a lot of work, but they're pretty cool. And then, yeah, look at what type of diet. So basically, almost all parrots, except if you go for like lorikeets, their diets is very different because it's like nectar or like sugar-based type of diet. I don't know a lot about these guys, but it's yeah, they're a little bit different. But most of them, I would say, from budgies to macaw, they have to have fresh veggies in their regular diet. So fresh veggies, lots of it. I want to say like probably more veggies than pellets, and then healthy pellets. Barely any seeds. Budgies, depending on their habitat and their If they fly a lot in the house, they might need a little seeds, but a little bit. My budgies, they are in flight cage, so they fly all the time. So they do, and plus they get some time outside the cage, so they do need a little bit of seeds, but you want to be careful with that. And then nuts and fruits would only be for training purposes or rewards and stuff like that. So you have to do your research on what you're going to feed your bird, because if they're on the wrong diet, you want to come here. Oh, you're sliding. Come here. Come here. Want a treat? Step up. Step up. Come on. Okay. If they're on the wrong diet, it can create a whole lot of like health issues and stuff. So you want to be careful with that. So research what type of diet. Again, lots of information on YouTube. But if I'm going to tell you what I feed my birds. So they get chop of fresh veggies in the morning, and the recipes that I use is the run from Bird Tricks. And they call it the seasonal feeding system, and then it's a big, like it's a recipe that I do. It's a big batch that I do every like 2 months or something, and I have enough for 2 months for my 4 birds. Want to say bye-bye? Bye-bye. Good job. And then healthy pellets. So there's lots on the market, but lots are not so healthy. So I would stay away from anything that has peanuts in it or any like kind of filler like corn or what's the other thing? Any dye, like dyed colored pellets. No. So what I use personally is from Topps Parrots. So it's like a cold press pellet. It's a cold press pellet, organic, and yeah. So that's what I use. And then like right now for the treats, I'm giving her safflower seeds, but I use a whole bunch of treats, but she doesn't get that in her regular diet. Okay, diet. Now, what else can we research? What is dangerous for your bird? That's another one. Research what's dangerous, because you might have some stuff in your house that you regularly use that once you have a bird in the house, you're going to get rid of. I'm talking about candles. I'm talking about like air fresheners, all kinds of things like that you're like, you won't be able to cook with non-stick pans. Yeah, lots of stuff that you're going to have to get rid of. Some plants maybe, or you're going to have to be. So basically, you're going to have to bird-proof your house as much as possible, especially, oh, you pooped on me again. Are you serious? Really? Oh my God. Oh my God. I still love you. I'm going to clean myself while I continue. Oh, sorry. I'm going to need to read this with my glasses. Can you free fly those birds outside if trained properly? So I don't free fly my birds. I would say yes, you can. And if you want to know more about free fly, I would actually look Bird Tricks for that. They're in the States, but so I don't know where you're located. Did you say Canada earlier? Maybe no, it's someone else. They're in the States and they do free fly, and I believe they did free fly a black-cape conure or 2 black-cape conures. I think there was. But I would highly recommend to have a mentor for free fly and properly train. Hey, yeah, you don't bite me. You don't bite me. No, you don't. In Canada, I haven't found anyone that I could trust their ability to, and that we have, and I mean, you have to be, the thing is, you have to be really aware of your surroundings. And I mean, like, yeah, I would personally, I won't do it unless I really find someone that I trust. And you have to be careful where you free fly your bird, and you have to really look at the benefits versus the danger, if that makes sense. One needs to um, be stronger than the other one, which the benefits needs to be stronger than the danger that yeah. So minimize the danger. I think good training, the right person, the right place, the right time. You need to know what you're doing, basically. And then the bigger birds, the better, because they're bigger, so less chance to be eaten by another predator like an eagle. And then you can see them better and you can hear them better, because usually when they're big, they scream louder as well. Uh, have you ever gave them chocolate? No, chocolate will kill your bird. Just saying. That's part of the research you need to do as well about diet. There's a lot of things that can actually kill your bird, like avocados, onions. Oh my gosh, you're right into the treat. Are you serious right now? She opened the thing. They're smart little cookies. She opened the lid and then she went right into the bowl of treats. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. Want to spin? Spin. Good job. So yeah, part of the research of what not to feed your bird, absolutely. Chocolate is one of them that you don't want to do that. It's going to be terrifying to do it for the first time. Yes, no kidding. And yes, Vancouver Island. Yeah, so I really don't know that there's anything in Canada or in the West for free fly. I mean, I do follow on Instagram Chester the macaw. Apparently she's in Canada, the owner, but I think she's more like in the East Coast, like Ontario or something like that. She does free fly her macaw, but again, it's a macaw, much bigger, and yeah. So, and then I feel in the East Coast, they don't have as much predator as the West Coast, meaning like bigger eagles that could literally eat your bird, right? So yeah, it terrifies me to even try. So I do bring my birds outside though. I have a screened in gazebo that I bring them out so they can enjoy the sun, because sun is very important for their health. So they can enjoy sunshine and fresh air and all of that. So I do have that. I don't bring my budgie out though, because my budgies, they're really fast. I don't feel comfortable to bring them outside in the gazebo at all. Like the tiny little holes, you could just fly through it. So I'm not doing that. It's just for my Indian ringneck and my conure. I'm on the ocean, so lots of eagles flying around. That's the thing. So I followed a little bit these guy bird tricks that do free flight in the States, and they're really specific on where they go and the time of the day that they go and which days, because again, they do have eagles, right? So you have to be like, they usually go in like desert space, so there's no trees where the bird could hide. And then they go in during specific time of the day, or because there are days that the eagles are going out more, like before a storm, after a storm, time of the day that they go out a little bit more to feed themselves. So they look at all of this at the same time. And there's a way that they can, hey, we don't, no, we don't bite. No, we don't. Okay. I love you. Good job. So yeah, I would love to experience that. I have to say, like, seeing your bird freely flying must be so amazing and touching to see a bird doing what they should be doing. But I'm terrified to do this. Like, I would need to really feel comfortable and have someone that really knows what they're doing with me. Absolutely. What else? What's dangerous for your bird? Behavior. Okay, so how to choose how to choose your bird. They have different species will have different behavior. So what are you doing? Can you chill? Yeah? Okay, good. Every species has their own behavior. And within, I mean, every birds are different depending on their backgrounds or whatever, right? But for example, researching different type of birds. So what are you looking for? Do you want to train with your bird? Do you want a calm bird? If you're in the States and you want a bird for free fly and you're looking into that, what type of bird is best for free fly? You bit me really hard now. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Okay, good job, baby. Want to spin? Okay, get here. Spin. Okay, good job. Good job. Okay, so one of the things is people are saying, I want a bird that is not really like nippy. So one of the things for conures, and especially black-cape conures and gray-cheek conures, people are saying, yeah, so I heard that they're really nippy and they bite a lot. It's true. She's the one that bit me the most of all my birds, but she's the one that I can cuddle. You need to stop this. Okay, you want to say bye-bye? Good job. But there's always a reason why they bite you. Always. She was just trying to get my attention. It's a way to communicate. So you have to be aware of their body language, what they're saying, and take the time to calm, step back, because it's easy. I was doing something, she bit me, and I was like, oh, I got startled, right? But I need to calm myself down, go back, see what happened. I really need to clean my pants because she pooped on me. So you have to take the time to understand why your bird bit you and what to do next, right? Punishing your bird is not going to do anything. If I put her back in her cage, or like, you should never hit your bird, first off, like never, because that's just a big no. What treats you're giving for the tricks? So right now I'm giving safflower seeds, but so every bird have their favorite treats, okay? Mine, and I do rotation in the sense that, oh my gosh, I have poop on my hand. I'm going to clean my hands. Hopefully you're going to hear me while I wash my hands, but yeah, so I have a video on my page actually where I show how to test your treats with your birds. And I do this once in a while because their taste, just like human, changes. So my budgies, the favorite treat is spray millet. That's it. It's always been, they just adore it. It hasn't changed. My bigger birds, like Olive and my Indian ringneck Lucy, it changes from time to time. So I have also a scale. So their favorite treats, and then I go back in value of treats. So safflower seeds and sunflower seeds are like regular treats. Now, if I'm trying to teach her something and I want breakthroughs, I'm going to use awesome treats. Like, you want to come see me? Okay. Like pine nuts, or pecans, and then really small pieces. Like pecans, they're going to be cut in like really tiny pieces. Walnuts, also tiny little pieces. And then my birds, they don't really get fruits. They'll get sometimes like as a special treat moment with me, right? But not for training. Usually I'm not gonna, but if that works for your bird, you do that. It's really to find the thing that your bird liked the most, and it changes. So Lucy used to not like almonds at all. She would just leave it there. She wouldn't even take it. Now it changed a little bit. She does like it, not crazy, but she's okay with it. And she used to love sunflower seeds, and now she's not really into it anymore. So You can look that video on my page if you want, but it's really like testing your treats. Really, I'm showing how I do this to be able to grade my treats on the amazing one and the meh. It's fine. Okay, so we're almost at 30 minutes here. I'm going to wrap this up real quick. I love all those questions. That was amazing. So one last thing that I want to wrap up with is different behaviors. So what type of birds do you want? What type of behavior you're looking for? If you want to train your bird, all parrots are trainable, but some of them are a little bit more. As well as, do you want to have a young parrot, like a baby, or do you want to have an adult? Because there's a difference in that too. When they're a baby, it's really easy to teach them things. Having said that, it's easy to teach them things the wrong way. And then when they become an adult, this way no longer works. And there's a lot of people that they actually decide to rehome their birds when they become adult because they're like, what's going on? I had a cuddly, cute little bird that I could do whatever I wanted with. And now I have a dinosaur that just wants to bite the out of me every time I interact with them. So that's another thing to look at in regards to what type of birds are you looking for. So basically, do lots and lots and lots of research because you want to get the bird that's going to match your lifestyle, your personality, and for a very long time, because parrots live very long. So I really hope that you enjoyed this. It was really great to have all of these questions and answer all your questions. I will be back next Saturday from 10 to 10:30. So please subscribe and look up for the poll as well on my YouTube page, as well as my Instagram, anniesflock. Every week on Thursday, I put a poll up there about different topics I want to talk about, and you get to vote and choose which one that I will talk about. And thank you. You have a passion for birds. I might be just high, but it made me smile. I love that comment. Oh my God, this is awesome. Are you the one? So T Labby 420, are you the one living in Canada? Maybe that's why you are. Oh yeah, you're the one on Vancouver Island. I love it. All right. Well, you have a great day, a great week, and it would be nice to see you again next week on Saturday. Okay. Bye, guys.